fashion world in shock. Jungkook of BTS crowned the most influential artist on the Global Runway 2025. Hello ARMY from every corner of the world. Welcome back to Kpop Idol, the channel that doesn't just deliver headlines, but dives deep into the heart of every story, every moment, and every breathtaking journey of one man who continues to redefine what it means to be an artist. Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS. And tonight, ARMY, the fashion world is on fire. Because one name, Jungkook, has just made global fashion history. He has officially been crowned as the most influential artist on the Global Runway 2025. This is not just an award. It's a revolution. A recognition of a man whose presence changed the way the world sees art, beauty, and individuality. It's the mark of someone who doesn't follow fashion. He creates it. The rise of a global icon. From the early days of BTS, Jungkook was never just another performer. He was an artist in every sense. From the way he sang, moved, dressed, to the way he expressed emotion through silence. Even when he didn't say a word, his eyes spoke. His style spoke. His very existence told a story of youth, freedom, and evolution. While many saw fashion as a costume, Jungkook saw it as a reflection of identity. A mirror of growth. A dialogue between who he was yesterday and who he is becoming today. Through every outfit, he whispered authenticity. He never chased validation. He simply was. And that truth, raw, fearless, and magnetic, brought him here. The moment that stopped the world. Paris, the beating heart of fashion. A hall glowing under chandeliers. The air filled with anticipation. And then, silence. A figure appeared at the end of the runway. Wearing a perfectly tailored black velvet suit. Hair slightly tousled. Eyes sharp yet soft. He didn't just enter the stage. He commanded it. It was Jungkook of BTS. The crowd froze. Photographers forgot to blink. Designers leaned forward. Every step he took carried the confidence of a man who didn't need to prove himself, only to express himself. He didn't walk the runway. He owned it. Every gesture was music. Every glance was a lyric. And every heartbeat echoed through that grand Parisian hall. The world had witnessed not just fashion, but a moment of art. Pure, human, unforgettable. Records that shattered expectations. Within hours, the fashion world erupted. According to Global Fashion Index, Jungkook's appearance became the most watched fashion show in history, garnering over 200 million views in just 24 hours. The luxury brand he represented saw a 500% increase in global sales within 2 days. Social media turned into a storm of admiration and disbelief. Hashtag Jungkook Runway King, hashtag Golden Icon Jungkook, hashtag Jungkook Fashion Legend. Each hashtag trending worldwide. Vogue wrote, Jungkook redefines what it means to embody art through fashion. GQ International added, he doesn't wear clothes, he transforms them into emotion. And even the New York Times declared, when Jungkook walks, the world listens. The hidden story behind his triumph. Behind the cameras and glitter lies a story of dedication. A staff member revealed. Jungkook arrived early, long before anyone else. He personally reviewed the lighting, adjusted details on his suit, and even comforted a nervous intern backstage. The designer of the show shared. He's not just a celebrity, he's part of the creative process. He understands art. He doesn't try to dominate the space, he elevates it. That's what makes Jungkook unique. He doesn't seek to outshine others. He shines with them. He turns every room into a collaboration. Every moment into connection. Jungkook's philosophy of fashion. In one of his past interviews, Jungkook said, clothes are like songs, they express feelings words can't. Every time he steps out, whether it's in a casual sweatshirt or a designer suit, he never just wears it. He embodies it. Some days, he looks effortlessly cool. The boy next door who grew into a legend. Other days, he looks like a cinematic dream. a mix of mystery and strength. But in every version of him, there's one constant: authenticity. Critics describe his fashion as the perfect harmony between power and vulnerability. A style that speaks not through extravagance, but through emotion. The global fashion revolution. After being named the most influential artist on the Global Runway 2025, international fashion houses raced to work with him. A French designer stated, "Every fabric he wears gains a heartbeat." An Italian creative director added, "Jungkook has done what no one else could." He merged music, fashion, and emotion into one art form. Through quiet charisma and fearless authenticity, Jungkook blurred the boundaries between genres. He turned performance into poetry, style into storytelling, and fashion into something that breathes. He became the symbol of a new era. An artist who doesn't conform, but creates culture. The reactions around the world. The internet couldn't contain the emotion. ARMY filled timelines with pride. He's not just an idol, he's a masterpiece. Jungkook doesn't need a crown, he is the crown. Every step he takes feels like history being written. Hashtag Proud of Jungkook trended in over 70 countries, surpassing 60 million tweets in less than 24 hours. Even global celebrities and fellow artists congratulated him, calling him the face of modern artistry. For Korea, this was more than a victory. It was a global moment of pride. The meaning behind the award. This award isn't about popularity or hype. It's about influence. It honors those who don't just wear fashion. They transform it. And that's what Jungkook did. He blurred the line between stage and runway, between performance and presence. He taught the world that elegance is not about appearance, but about energy. The unspoken emotion that radiates from the heart. He proved that true artistry doesn't need noise. It only needs truth. The reflection of a long journey. From a young boy in Busan who dreamed of singing, to a global icon who redefines art. Jungkook's journey is the story of persistence, passion, and purpose. He has faced pressure, fame, and the weight of expectations, yet remained humble, grounded, and kind. Even after conquering stages and now the global runway, he still smiles shyly, waves at fans, and treats everyone, from stylists to directors, with the same warmth. And that's what makes him truly beautiful. Not the fame, not the luxury, but the humanity behind it all. Today, the world calls him the global fashion legend. But to ARMY, he will always be Jungkook, the boy who dreamed, worked hard, and turned every challenge into art. So ARMY, are you proud today? Because history has just been written again. Not in gold or glitter, but in grace, authenticity, and love. Share in the comments. Which moment of Jungkook's runway appearance left you speechless? And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss another story about the men whose art, heart, and presence continue to inspire the entire world. Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS.